Hi, I'm Clement Adedeji. I'm a photographer, photo retoucher, and a photo tutor. Today I'll be showing you how to whiten the eyes and the teeth using Photoshop. That's enough about me. Let's delve right in. So in this tutorial, I'll be explaining to you how to whiten your eyes and the teeth using Photoshop's layered system. However, I'll also be showing you a trick on how to do it once and for all. So you'll be doing it in like 5 clicks, simple as that. So first thing you do is to duplicate the layer. You do that using Ctrl J. You can also do that by right clicking and clicking on duplicate layer. Use your left click, duplicate the layer. It will ask you, and then if you another alternative is to drag the background layer to the copy symbol and then it duplicates the layer. So let's delete those extra layers and just duplicate layer, Ctrl J. Now, what you do is, first of all, you are going to create a levels layer. A levels layer, what it does is to adjust your exposure. So when you create a levels layer, levels adjustment layer, you use that layer to expose your image. So you focus more on the eye. So when you increase it, when you move the slider to the left, you see the changes in your photograph. You see it getting brighter and brighter. When it's bright enough for you, you stop. Afterwards, you create a black and white layer. The essence is that in a monochrome photograph, the only things you see are black and white. So you're changing every color there to either black or white, and the eyes will definitely fall under the white. So black and white layer. Once it loads, you can almost already see that it is looking black and white. And then the eyes, when you're focusing on the eyes, you see that the eyes look like they have already been whitened. So then you tweak it. Most times the colors that affect the skin are red and yellow. So touch your red, touch your yellow. You see the adjustment, you touch the slider, you move it gently, and then you see the changes. It keeps changing and changing and changing. And when you're satisfied, that's that about that. Now, Photoshop's layer system always has a layer mask, which is, it allows you to reveal some things and to hide other things. So when the layer mask is white, it is revealing everything. When it is black, it is hiding everything. So right now, automatically when you create a layer, it gives you a white adjustment layer mask, which shows that everything that you are adjusting would be revealed. So what you want to do now is create a group layer. You can do that by selecting both levels and black and white layers that you have created, and then group it. You can group using Ctrl G. Ctrl G would group. Let's Ctrl Z there and try another means. You can right click and go to group from layers. When you press that, it groups the layer. It asks you the name, and then you can rename it eyes and teeth. Eyes and teeth. When you create that group, you can see it on the screen, eyes and teeth. It is already grouped. Now, what you do now is utilize Photoshop's layer mask. When you use the layer mask, you decide if you want to hide some things or reveal something. So now, when you press layer mask, it automatically reveals everything. I said that earlier on. So what you want to do now is hide everything, because if you look at your image, it's probably looking like it is a black and white photograph. What you do is you hold your alternate key if you're using Windows. Now with your alternate key, you drag your group layer or your adjustment layer to the layer mask, and when you let go, it automatically creates a black layer mask. If you see that your photo has returned to what it was initially. And then you use the brush tool. I believe you're familiar with the brush tool. You select the brush tool. The shortcut for that is B on your keyboard. When you select your brush tool, you zoom into the eyes, and then with just a couple of clips, you would brush on the eyes. You ensure that your brush is revealing. So when you check under this, you see white and black. Ensure that white is on top and black is underneath. So just brush and you see your changes immediately. Brush on this, you reduce your brush on this, and then ensure that you don't brush on every part of the eye, because you need to keep the center of the eye black. And then you look for all the parts that are colored with your brush tool, and then just brush over it, and then you're good to go. Be careful of the edges so that it doesn't overlap on other parts of the eyes, and then you can already see the changes almost immediately. In fact, immediately you can see the changes. The eyes are whitened just like that. It's a simple way. Now, how do you do this with just about 5 clicks? Let's delete layer quickly. You'll be recording the actions. So on your screen, you want to press alternate F9, and then it brings out the actions deck, and then actions panel, or whatever it is you're familiar with it as, and then you record. Once you press the record action, it asks you the name of the action, and your name is eyes and teeth. When you do this, I beg your pardon, eyes and teeth, after you've saved this, everything you press on your keyboard, on your computer, on your desktop, on your Photoshop, after this is being recorded. So when you duplicate the layer, Ctrl J, you can see it duplicate layer back copy. And then when you press your levels, when you run your levels adjustment layer, everything you do is recorded on the actions. And then you see, make adjustment. When you go back to your black and white and you make the adjustment, it is recorded. Now when you group it, that also is recorded. Go back to the action, make group, and then when you do your layer mask, when you create your or your revealing, your hiding layer mask, your black layer mask, it shows. And so this is where you stop your action. The reason is because you don't want it to brush. You don't want it to record the brushes. When you move from a clip to another clip, like a picture to another picture, you don't want it to brush out of proportion. So you now go back to your brush and then you brush. How does this save you time? Let's delete this again. All you have to do after you've recorded is just come to the eye and teeth and play the action, and automatically it creates the group for you. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things from this video. If you have, subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell. You can as well share with your friends just to keep them up on their game. Thank you for watching. I'm Clement Adedeji. Bye bye.